taxation is usually rationalized by people saying that it is not theft because the money is being used for things that the collective uses and you as well will use. So they also say that it's the price you pay to live in a protected country with great roads and welfare systems, etc. How can you argue against taxation using universal principles and or common sense?
Well, one of the first things I love to talk because everybody brings up the roads. So one of the first argument I love to attack on the roads, I said, well, at the end of the Civil War, the North, who we were told was fighting against the South to put an end to slavery, the North passed the 13th Amendment right at the end of the Civil War. And the 13th Amendment says neither slavery nor involuntary servitude, comma, except for punishment of a crime where the party's been duly convicted, in comma, shall exist within the United States. So they made slavery constitutionally protected, and then they immediately started locking up newly freed slaves on victimless crimes and putting them on chain gangs and having them build the roads. So don't sit there and talk to me about it was the tax dollars that built the roads. It's always been slave labor that has built the roads when the government are the ones building the roads. If you had the choice, to take your money and put it with a company that's going to build roads, the best road builder for the best price is going to get out there and get the job, and you're going to have better roads for less money. Right? We need to, again, it all comes back to we need to get force out of the equation and let the best ideas rise to the top. People say taxation is the price we pay to live in a civilized society. I don't think a method, a society based on extortion is civilized. I don't think, And the other argument people will bring up is they'll bring up the social contract.
Yeah, I'm gonna get into that.
In order for, what's that?
I'm gonna get into the social contract theory.
Do you want me to wait?
No, you could hit it right now. We'll talk about it more as well.
Okay, so when it comes to the social contract, a contract can only be a de jure contract if it's entered into willingly with full knowledge of the terms and conditions. Right? What we have isn't a social contract, and if you do want to call it that, it's a fraudulent contract because I'm being forced to enter into the social contract. I'm not advocating that I don't want to help my community. I'm not advocating that I don't want to help my neighbors or that I don't want to fund the roads or that I'm greedy and I just want to keep all my money. I'm just saying I want the right to decide where my money goes and let each and every community decide which social programs it's going to fund. It's better to have the choice, the actual choice, than it is to have the money taken from you and then you're tricked into thinking you have a choice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I find the road argument just very funny because it's the most common one used, and it's basically like the best argument they could figure out. Like, what about the roads? Like, I find it hard to believe that. Go ahead.
They go, you don't like roads? You get that all the time. You don't like roads?
You don't like the highways? Yeah. No, but it's funny because I find it hard to believe that people won't, like, if they see like 100 potholes in the road, people won't be like, there's a problem here. We got to figure it out. It's just like people will eventually get tired of the flat tires and they'll fix the roads,
Well, here's the thing. The DMV is a tax. The DMV is a tax. And the DMV fees, we're told, are to go to pay for the roads. So why won't as far as I know, no states audit their DMV. They always vote against auditing the DMV. They won't even, again, it comes back to accountability, right? They won't show us where the money's going. So why should I be forced to participate in a situation like that?
If you like that clip, please find the full link to the interview below. Also, do not forget to subscribe to this channel to keep up with discussions of God, morality, and human freedom.